I'm inside and I saw the Twilight Zone Season 3, Episode 9, Death's Head Revisited. It is directed by Don Medford, written by Rod Serling. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode follows a former SS officer. He would want to be an SS officer now, but Hitler tooketh down about 15 years ago from when this story takes place. So basically, he's walking into this inn, and he's like, yo, you got any rooms? And she'd be like, yeah, I got rooms over here. And what's interesting, she's recognizing him, and she looks very scared of him. And I'm like, huh, I wonder why. And she keeps talking about this, like, camp that's just there, abandoned, just out in the yonder, just very close to the hotel. He's like, I'm gonna take a visit to it. Like, freaking her out, right? I'm like, oh god, what type of camp is this? Well, it turns out to be a concentration camp. And this guy, his name is Lutz. He's like, the wonderful memories of gassing people, burning people, flanking people, hitting people, killing people. This is amazing. I love this time of the world. And I'm like, oh, you're a terrible person. But, you know, he's just walking around just being like, oh man, I remember when I hit that guy in the back with the whip so hard that he would bleed, and that was so awesome. And I remember hanging this guy like in the crucifixion style and just watching him, all his blood pull down to his feet, and he slowly dies of suffocation, and he just likes that. I'm like, you need to get got, guy. Luckily, while he's walking around that concentration camp, he gets locked from behind, and all of his victims appear, and they be like, dude, come on, what? You caused us to die. Now you are on this trial. You're on the trial for everybody here that died. Pleads you guilty. And you know how many deaths this guy caused? It was like 1,700 deaths in this camp. 14 people he personally killed. He allowed this system of like the gassing thing. He created that, and he was like, oh man, it would be so amazing to torture these people some more by putting them in a shower and filling it with gas. Ooh, that's my invention. And then he proceeds to cause about 1 million deaths. So of course all these people were pissed. They're like, we're gonna punish you. And then he gets all of the pain, all of the memories of them. All of them get put into him, and he just starts agonizing, screaming. He's like, ah, right? And 2 hours before, he was perfectly fine. He was calm and chill. But he gets discovered, and then he gets put into a mental asylum because he keeps just screaming and acting terrible. And then he gets put into a mental asylum because he keeps screaming and nobody knows why, even though he's got all of the pain of everybody, which I think is worth it, 100% worth it. And I'm glad he's getting the punishment he deserves. But at the end of the episode, we got like the woman from the beginning of the episode. She's like, man, why is that still standing? Someone needs to tear it down. Also, while debating with these guys that he killed, he's like, but it was orders. It was against my will. I was just following orders. I'm like, you don't have to be part of the SS, guy. That's your choice. You're choosing to follow orders. Man, I hate this excuse whenever someone's like, oh, but I had to do this thing because I was following orders. I'm like, no, you didn't have to follow this guy's order. It was your decision to follow this guy. It was your decision to be like, well, I'm not going to defy orders. What's the worst that can happen? You get killed? Better that you get killed than somebody else get killed. Like, if you really hate what's going on, if you hate these atrocities, I feel like you'd be the one to be like, well, I'm not going to kill anybody, so kill me. Because that's more noble than what this guy did, which is like, oh, he's following orders. But also, he was not just following orders. When Americans were coming to the camp and trying to free these guys, he just burns down the camp. And I'm like, bro, you're just like terrible. You wanted to hurt these people. You get exactly what you deserve. I like this episode a lot because it really shows this guy and his evilness, and he gets what he deserves, and I like that a lot. This episode is very strong about the Nazi stuff. Before, Nazi was a word that was diluted by all the people on the internet. Like, when Nazi actually meant a thing, when it meant an actual thing. It's very heavy-handed on the Nazi stuff. And I appreciate that, because it goes to show, like, the actual atrocities that happen. If you're like me and it's hard to visualize the atrocities because you weren't there, you only hear like a 6 million number, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of people. But you've watched this Twilight Zone episode, you really get to see, oh, these were crimes against humanity. This guy, plus a bunch of other dudes, were just so interested in torturing these people. Like, literally just torturing them. It was state-mandated torture. It was not okay. Not okay. You know, and I feel like this episode gives me more of like a deeper understanding of what happened back then. And just like the emotionality of it. And it gives me an emotional weight to all the actions that happened back then. And this is only a glimpse. A tiny little glimpse. Thank you, Rod Serling, for making this episode. I've got to give this one. It's a good one. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another on the platform. Really likes that. If I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't seen it at all. That's why you got to get them Patreon requests in at patreon.com/ASEPresents. I didn't watch anything growing up, so I'm just trying to catch up on things that everybody else has seen. That's the entire purpose of this channel. So if you see a movie that I haven't seen and you want me to watch it, go to patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 dinos for a 1 movie review for 1 month. Support daily grindness by going to autisticboots.com. So I can go here. And until next time, Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later. My sour croutons and bacon bits. It's so humid out here. Oh my goodness. I looked it up. The humidity out here is like 86%. That's too high. That's too high of a humidity.